real quick, I had been offered by a girl to have sex with her on OnlyFans for $5,000.
No shit.
Yeah.
And what'd you say?
5,000. No, it's like.
You see this fucking chain, dog? That's funny.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the Big Sexy Podcast. You got your man, DJ TORRES, DJ SOUTHPAW, and we got a very special guest for y'all. We got my man, Luciano.
How special?
What's going down, brother?
How special?
Special guest.
Hey, appreciate you guys for having me. I'm gonna get comfortable.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I've been wanting to get you on this podcast just because I feel like you've been doing a lot of dope shit in the game.
Appreciate that.
I know, forgot last time we talked, but you popped out to what the fuck is Gabe laughing at me so hard?
Gabe's back there, blushing.
Yeah, shout out Glimpse. I remember, I think it was Super Bowl weekend, actually. I wanted to ask you about this. You hosted with Kodak Black.
Where?
Was that Super Bowl weekend?
When was this? Here or out of town?
You were out of town. You were in LA.
I was out of town. Yeah. But the thing that sucks about that is he got stabbed, so he never went.
No shit.
That's when he got stabbed or shot.
Oh, when he got shot?
One of the two.
God.
He got stabbed or shot, but I was out there. Yeah. And I was excited, of course, because like I said, I've hosted Super Bowl weekend when it was here. Mm-hmm. I had Young Jeezy. That's when I met French Montana, Khloe Kardashian, Lil Wayne, almost Drake, but Big Grana got shut down. That would have been sick because that was like 2015.
Meet the Sixth God, bro.
Imagine
that'd be fucking
We
nuts.
met Nicki Minaj, everybody. But so in California, it's different because like everybody lives in California.
Yeah.
So I feel like celebrities over there in Cali compared to here, it's like nothing. They're just like human beings, which they are anyways. But like it's whatever to walk into some of the clubs. Where in Arizona, it's different, of course, because
they're
not
sense.
from here.
All right, so you just said a whole bunch of famous people and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's one thing that all those famous people have in common? Because a lot of people think that a lot of famous people are assholes, but sometimes they're actually genuinely nice.
Actually,
people, right?
Every single one that I just mentioned right now was like very genuine, very nice. Maybe because I went about it the right way. Like, hey, explain myself. Like, hey, I'm a promoter for this club event. Can I get a picture real quick so I could post it on our page and shit like that? All of them were cool. I have a great story, of course, with there's only one celebrity that I hate, which is Ludacris.
Shit.
I just won't give Ludacris.
Really?
Yes.
Luda, huh?
Yeah. Back in 2013, and it was half of it was my own money. I put $5,000 down. He was $10,000, $5,000, and then another one of my boys that we promoted with put the other $5,000. And I had the microphone, and I was like, hey, can we do a video or a picture real quick so I can post on my page? He got there early. Can we take a picture real quick so I can let the people know you're here? Because that was at that time where people were like still, it's a hit or miss with artists. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're assholes. They just go for 20 minutes. And he told me no, like straight up to my face.
Shit.
He's like, no. And I was like, all right, cool. Like I could see if I was a regular like fucking person walking up, like, hey, let me get a picture. Like
he was like, no, move, bitch.
Pretty much, yeah. And then later on at the end of the night, like when he was about to leave, they're like, oh, let's all get the promoters and take a picture. And then like I was like to the side. And they're like, Luciano, come over here. I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm good.
And you know what? That's fucking real right there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, 100%. And still to this day, like, I'm like, I really have like a bad taste in my mouth.
No, absolutely, bro. And you know what? It's really sad to see when, because we're all in the same industry. We know how it is when celebrities come down.
For sure.
And I think it's really, really fucked up how some celebrities are when you're the one that's booking them, paying them to come out. You know what I mean? Like, they could show some gratitude.
For sure.
Not even some. They should show some fucking gratitude. You know what I mean? Because we've dealt with some fucking assholes too, man. So I know exactly what you're saying.
I imagine.
And a lot of these motherfuckers are clout chasing.
For
and
sure.
even if they got disrespected by Luda, if you want to take a picture with them 5 minutes later, they would have been like, oh yeah, cheese. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cheese. But nah, I just, and you know what I hate though? Like, I hate to jump to 20 different topics, but I hate when people take a picture with an artist or like a rapper and they're like, yeah, making moves with my big bro, or like, you just fucking met him, you were never going to see him again. Shut the fuck up. But hey,
he ain't gonna remember you 5 seconds after that photo, bro.
For real. But yeah, that, like I said, back to all the artists, everybody was genuine, everybody was dope. Nicki Minaj was really, really nice. Waka Flocka's like, I feel like Waka Flocka's cool as fuck. Like, I feel like you can go party with him right now if you call him and shit.
Every video I see, he's just turning the fuck up.
He was just here last night, I believe.
Was he?
He's always here in Arizona.
Somewhere. He was here somewhere. He used to throw a lot of parties at the W6, but he was here. Yeah, he performed somewhere with Travis Porter. I don't know if you remember them.
Travis Porter was just in town too?
They did like a music video last night.
No shit.
Look for like the 4, no offense to the 4 video vixens that we have in Arizona, but
hey, let me just say something, man. Motherfuckers don't realize how poppin' AZ's getting, bro.
Oh, for
they
sure.
really don't, man.
It's on to come up.
Like, I swear to God, bro. Pretty soon we're going to be like the next LA, Miami,
100%.
New York. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers want to come here and fucking party, dog.
All day. They really do. And that's why I always tell people, I'm like, people tell me, like, you travel so much to Cali, like, why don't you move over there? I'm like, nah, because Arizona is like, it got to here. Like, it's going to happen. You know what I mean? And there's so much, you know, as far as buildings coming up and, you know, just a bunch of things that are coming to Arizona. And it's just like, it doesn't make sense to leave. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go travel, go network, go meet new people, and then I'll come back home.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing that we've been trying to do is just anytime we go somewhere, like our mindset's more like, okay, can we book a gig there? Because I'd rather go out there, like be able to DJ or be able to get networked.
Yeah.
And like still have a good time, like vacation. Like that's why we like Vegas because like he introduced me to his boy DJ Ocho. Shout out Ocho. He's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
That's the dude who got me plugged in Vegas. That's my big bro right there.
Yeah.
Shout out Ocho.
And shout out Flo.
Gasolina.
Flow's dope
Flow's
too.
dope as fuck.
But like just having those guys out there to be able to like go obviously
Shark.
enjoy ourselves. Yeah, Shark's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I met him in Vegas. I didn't know who he was until then. Super cool. Oh, and Nomadic was dope. We met a bunch of cool people.
That's good to hear, though.
Bro, they were all like actual, and it's funny because we all met like all of them almost in one night, but they were just there together because they worked at the event together.
For sure.
But like just cool people, and like it's nice to be able to just like travel and then try and work and then like get some bread while you're out there. Honestly, I mean, why fucking not?
That's the goal every time you leave.
And you know what, bro? It was so much love when I went out there and DJ too. Like from every DJ, it was just like, man, dude, you're fucking dope. Like just cool, not hating. And it's crazy because I tell SOUTHPAW this all the time. I feel like there's a lot of fucking hate that goes on in our own city.
All day.
To where
I feel like Arizona's really bad
So,
about
like,
that.
Hate each other.
there is a lot of fucking hate in the city, and I feel like that's what's holding Arizona back a lot for a lot of great opportunities, things, and just to have a good rep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when's the last time we really had somebody pop from AZ? You know what I mean?
I get you.
There's a lot of raw fucking talent out here.
Oh, for
from
sure.
DJs, rappers, singers, entrepreneurs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, and I mean, that's just how it is. And because I can only speak for myself and what I go through. It's never, like, a person will try to get me to go against another person, but it's never, like, when I get like, now that I'm older, more mature, because I'm very, like, if you guys would have met, like, I always say this, I bring this up so much, 24-year-old Luciano, I was a fucking asshole. Like, I was a fucking, I thought I was the shit. Like, I was like, I'm that dude. I fucking, like, don't even ask Dara. He'll tell you. Like,
So you went through your asshole phase already?
Oh, for sure. I was competitive as fuck, and like I would be like, how can I like hurt the competition? Like I would go on dates with like some of their exes on purpose. I wasn't even interested, but it was just like shit like that because I just really wanted to get into.
That's dog ass
you
shit.
were a
That's dope as
motherfucker.
fuck.
I was an asshole.
You
bro.
was a motherfucker.
I would hate to go against me.
So
Back in the day. Now I'm like,
I
I'm
like
like
that.
cruise control. I'm chilling. Like I'm whatever.
So before you got to your asshole phase, I mean, everybody goes through it.
For sure.
We're young. We're kind of like in our asshole phases.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I'm not in my asshole phase.
Phasing out.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I am a
You
little
need it. You need it though.
bit. Yeah, but
I haven't gotten there yet. At some point, you guys are gonna start calling me an asshole, but I guess not yet.
but Luciano, before you got to your asshole phase, let's take a couple steps back and see how you got to your asshole phase. So, at what age did you start promoting? How did you first get into the game, the scene? What was your whole like upbringing on that?
So I got into the game when I was 22 years old. So I'm 30 now. So that was 8 years ago. Randomly, I wasn't even looking to be in the club scene. I mean, I was always partying and bullshitting around. I always had like a group of girls with me every time we went out. And then one day, a guy named Sergio, which is the creator and owner of, well, creator now of Surge Nights, came up to me. Well, he sent a girl to me. And he's like, hey, my boy wants to meet you. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, so we talked, and he was like, hey, this is the last day for my MC. He's like, he's, retiring. He's like, you want to MC next week? I was like, what the fuck is MCing? And like, I watched him for like an hour, and then I went back. I was like, yeah, I'll try it out. And then it just went from there. You know what I mean? I think what hyped me up, because I was 22 at the time. I was like, hell yeah. I didn't have as much money as I have now. You know what I mean? As a 22-year-old, I was working at the hospital, going to school to become a firefighter. But I was like, I don't got to pay to get in. They're going to give me 2 free bottles.
That's the best.
I could bring any girl. You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
promoter story. You know
All
what
the
I mean?
perks. All the perks,
All
baby.
the perks. I'm like, what the fuck? Why
All the
wouldn't
shit
I?
that matters when you're young.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what. And it was like legit shit. So I was like, hell yeah, like good. It wasn't no cheap bottles or anything. I was like, oh, for sure. And then like I remember me being on the microphone, like I was so horrible, like fucking horrible.
But hey, you got to crawl.
I love my boy Tito.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I remember just
he's come a long way too.
He's like, hey, like shout out to the birthdays. Like I was quiet, but I've never been a shy person. That was the thing. But when you're on the microphone, it's a different thing. So salute to everybody that could be on the mic and MC like a party, like especially if you're just an MC and not a DJ MC, because I think it's different. Like, for real. Like one of the best ones in my eyes is Frank Roth. He's a DJ and an MC because he can control his fucking music. Like me, I gotta know when my DJ. That's why me and ADM, that's my DJ. Like me and him are in sync. Like I know, and we don't even have to look at each other. I just know, like, all right, I could talk right here. Like I have breathing room. You know what I mean?
And see, that's where it took me and Tito a while to find that little groove. Because, yeah, I remember when he was first starting, man.
You were just like, shut the fuck up, probably.
Bro. I was like,
on the fucking money.
He's a good MC right now. But I literally told him like, yo, dude, like, we gotta get in here and practice together, dude, because like you gotta learn the rhythm of music a little bit first. You gotta know when to talk, when not to talk. Can't be talking over the best parts. First and foremost, you know what I mean?
He was so bad.
You know what? It's funny when you say that because a lot of dudes that are like out there, you know, they could talk to anybody, but as soon as you hand them a mic, they don't know what to say or do, you know?
Yeah, like friends that ask for the mic and shit, and they're just like, ooh, like stupid shit. Like I was expecting the best. Like, nah.
For example, Gabe sent us a video of Tito of his first time ever emceeing, and he was like this with the mic.
He didn't know what to say.
Like, motherfucker, I'm giving you a break, dog. Talk.
Like, talk. You know what
exactly. I mean? He had braces in that video. I didn't even know T had braces.
Yeah, no, but he's solid now, super solid. Like,
like you said, it just you gotta crawl before you walk, and it's fun though. Like that, I think that's one of the funnest things, you know, to be. Because me, I never was interested in DJing. Like people are, oh, why don't you try to DJ? Like I tried, I think one time, like just like trying to learn,
like fucking around.
And I was like, and then I just kept thinking, I was like, what if the music turns off? Like, what if the laptop? What am I gonna fucking do?
That shit sucks, bro. I'll tell you.
And
right
I know,
now.
I'm sure you guys have to deal with it. And
it
like, I can control the crowd though. I can tell them to shut the fuck up. And like I'm literally an asshole when that shit happens. Like, what is a chant? Like no music. They start.
Dude.
I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here then. Like, and everybody will look because I'm on the mic. What are they gonna say? You know what I mean? So
the average Joe doesn't know what the fuck's
they don't
happening.
Get it.
Like here's the thing, dude. I say it like this: technology is a curse and a blessing, especially for DJs,
sure.
Because nowadays MacBooks are overheating like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like ADM just told me it just happened to him at Lola a couple like I think last Thursday or something. You know?
Yeah.
And when people hear the music stop, they think that we're doing it on purpose. It's like, no, motherfucker, we're not. I remember my
doing
shit.
codes and shit.
I remember my shit froze at Ontro. It froze like fucking like 3 times, dude. I had just updated my software. I think I was ready to go. And I didn't realize it. I guess some dudes were talking shit in like some VIP booth, and I didn't realize it because I'm trying to get my shit. You almost got
Dario jumped.
Well, I'm trying to get my shit up and going. You know what I mean? And Dario was right next to me, and I just see him walk. He's like, hey, just get it figured out. And next thing you know, he's talking shit to all these motherfuckers in the booth, defending me like a real motherfucker should.
No, for sure.
That's big bro right there. But yeah, man, long story short, you gotta know what the fuck to say on the mic once you get that shit up and
when that happens. And that's like you said, like people do not understand. They think it's just an easy, like you plug in your computer and just start fucking DJing. And like same thing with the microphone. Sometimes the mics die, or people really want to talk on the mic, and then you hear a fucking like girls when they're like, oh, let me say something. Like, hey, say real quick, and like, no, I want to hold the mic. Like, I'm not going to let that fucking happen. I had a girl one time throw my microphone.
Who did what?
Who did that a lot?
Did what?
Handing the mic to people and shit.
Oh, fuck.
Tito?
Yeah, Tito.
Oh, come on.
He didn't know. And
if not, you can just take it from him. He's little. I was just like, I love Tito.
Going back to the MCing thing, though, because I'm kind of curious, what made, because his name's Sergio, right? The guy who created Sergio. Yeah. What made him, like, choose you? Because, I mean, you have a good following on Instagram right now. You're like 50,000 on Instagram. So were you already popping on social media
I think
just from like the shit you were doing? Or is it just like you kind of he just saw you in the club because you were coming out?
Yeah, he saw me a lot in the clubs. And he saw, like I said, it's always been like this. And you might catch me like, sometimes it's not like that, but a majority of the time, like 90%, I'm not even trying to act like a pimp or anything. But I really am like, it's a table thing with me. You'll see me with less than like 2 to 3 dudes, and then I just want a bunch of girls on my table.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not that like, oh, I want all the girls to myself. No, like I don't care. Like unless I have people from out of town, of course we'll have more. But in reality, like I just don't want a fucking table packed. I was just talking to Glimpse about this. I was at True, and it was my boy. He had some people in town for the fight. He said, hey, I got some Cardinal players coming. He says, it's gonna be a couple of us. I'm like, cool. Everything's gonna be girls. I got there a little later on, and I think there was like 20 fucking people at the table. And I just like, it's not that you guys did your job and everything, but like me in my head, I'm just like, I fucking hate my friend right now. Like, why? You know, because I'm not comfortable. You know,
yeah,
what I mean?
No, I get
and
it.
I hate that. Like, I want to be comfortable, and I get it's a club, and you know, I'd rather have somebody spill juice on my fucking brand new shoes than to have like bunched up like sardines in one table type shit. And but like back to the whole search thing, he just consistently saw me with like girls, so he's probably like, okay, this is a young kid. He told me, young kid, handsome, and fucking just I was outgoing. You know what I mean? I was a kid like walking up to girls like, hey, what's up? Like, come take drinks. Like, so I pretty much was already that promoter, but without being a promoter.
Yeah,
and then he was like, yo, like, just try this out. I've seen you. I followed you. But I wasn't popping yet. I only had like probably like 1,000 followers at the time.
Yeah.
So, and I've never bought followers. I haven't even really ran ads on my like trying to make myself more out there. But I am going to start just because of what I got, like as far as like work-wise.
Like this point,
podcast, Who Hurt You, and everything else. The restaurant and all that. So, like, because I see some people that will have like 10,000 followers and then it will go to like 30, 40, 50. I'm like,
I'm like, wonder how that happened.
Way. And I'm not here to hate. It's just like, I'm just like, no way. And then you start seeing the congrats. Awesome. Here, you know, oh, those are bots, you know, which I keep telling people, I'm like, it's not getting you anywhere. Like buying robots. You're literally, you're not doing
it. Does no difference. Cause when you look at I've started to learn to I'm trying to figure out Instagram. Cause it's literally a business. Like for those of you that don't, like get it yet, like I'm still figuring it out, but like Instagram is a fucking business.
100%.
And when you start to learn how it can make you money, it makes a big difference. Like what time you're posting, what your stories are looking like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like engaging on other people's shit, like always like, and I like engaging with people just because I like to like show love and shit and like people's shit, but like it helps because the more you engage, the more engagement you get. Yeah, the comments
and everything. If you do like a good comment on somebody's shit, like people are going to be like, say you say a joke or something about the post, if it's funny or something like that, like people are gonna be like, okay, who's this dude? Like that was funny. Like I want to see what he does. And then they go check out your social media. That's why I post so much. It's not that like, oh, I'm fucking bored, I have nothing to do in my life. It's more the sense of that's my job, you know.
You get the social media again.
Yeah, and then so when I post every minute, because it's so easy to forget about somebody. Like I've even, and then the algorithm too. I've had a girl tell me, like, damn, you haven't posted in months. I'm like, the fuck? I post every day. Like, what are you talking about? And it's just the algorithm. They just weren't seeing my things. Yeah. So I started to have to tell people like, yo, put me on like push notification and like, you know, so you can see my stuff. You know, yeah, you're gonna get the flyers, the merch, and stuff like that. But
yeah, because right now, because I have your Instagram pulled up because you have like 50K, and then even your TikTok's popping. You have like 197,000, and I see some of your TikToks. Some of them are pretty funny. Yeah, like
thank you.
A lot of the ones when you're calling out hoes and shit. That shit's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, for sure. You just gotta keep it real, and it's not me thinking I have like my whole shit like together. I just think it's like social media. Like people be like, oh, you're a comedian. I'm like, I'm not a comedian. I was like, I just fucking say real shit that I see every day, you know, in life. And the way I go about it is probably like, oh, he's just trying to be funny. But in reality, it's like, because it's the whole cancel culture and everything. People are so quick.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Because obviously you would say it's your Instagram influencer, right? Or just an influencer in general, right?
I would say he's definitely getting there.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that you know a lot of people with the same like amount of following, whatever, right? What do you got to say for people who can't separate social media to real life?
I always tell people just understand it's a free application. It can be taken away from you every day. So make sure you create like a really good community. Like, and a lot of people don't know what a community is. It's not fans. It could be in a way, but just people that truly support you and what you do. Because in reality, like I said, social media, Instagram could be taken away tomorrow. I'm not going to remember 6,000 of the models. Maybe they're ass, but I'm not going to remember. You know what I mean? Sure. So I always tell women like, yo, make sure like if you're, I have some homegirls that are next to Drake and Little Baby and shit. I'm like, make sure you get something out of that, like business wise, like besides dick. You know what I mean? Like for real, in a post for one night. I would say build a community and everything, and just understand like just because you get 5,000 likes, that doesn't make you a king, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like back when I was 24 and I was getting so much attention and I didn't care to be known as a hoe because I was a whore. Like I was fucking everybody. I'll just be honest with you. I didn't take that. I was like complete asshole. And I was like, when I asked for support, it wasn't there because I was known as a dick or it was known as, oh, he stuck up. And so once you get older, you start to mature and start to realize in life, it's like, yo, and it's not even about, oh, it's because I want money. Or it's just more of like a maturing thing.
Because I feel like a lot of people let that shit go to their heads.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
I've seen it. I've literally seen it. Like one of my homies he went viral, and he was viral for probably like 6 months. But he literally was like, I'm a fucking that dude. And he's like,
No
yo,
shit.
like, let me know when you want to book me. I was like, the fuck? Like, I'm a homie. Like, I'll help you out if you need like bookings. But in reality, it's like,
Here's the thing.
What are you getting at? Like,
That's crazy,
you would
bro.
come
A
for free
homie
every day. Yeah,
that's
you know what I mean?
crazy.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing, Luciano. Let's say if there was no more MCs allowed in the state of Arizona, right?
Mhm.
You know you would be that dude on and off the mic, right?
Yeah,
I feel like motherfuckers need to act like that with social media. If
Oh, for
your
sure.
Instagram was deleted tomorrow, you better still act like that motherfucker. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, no, I get exactly what you mean. And the thing is just like that's what I'm saying. You gotta be like people tell me all the time. They're like, "Yo, you are how you are on social media." Like I'm not gonna put up a front because I met social media people like comedians and everything, and I met them especially going to Cali a lot the last year. I'm like, oh man, like you're not like you're not like how you are. And I'm talking about sitting down at dinner. Like if you're funny as fuck on social media, I expect you to be funny.
Yeah.
Like in person.
In person.
Especially if we're having dinner and we just met and shit. And like, I won't say no names, but there's just one person that I was like so like turned off. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you're
Completely
so
180.
funny. Yeah, I was like, you're so. And I don't know if they had a bad day or anything, but no, I was with them that whole weekend. It was like a little event where we were all in the same group. We stayed in the same Airbnb and everything. And I was like, what the fuck? Like so
you're
bad.
boring
that,
as
like,
hell.
I unfollowed them. Like I unfollowed them. I was like, yo, you're fake. You're just. And I get it. There's some people that do it for social media and even to the people that aren't like I followed this one dude on TikTok, big dude. He was overweight, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna send you merch because I was on his live. And I watched this dude talk about like people just hating on him. And of course, you guys know my brand, Who Hurt You, where it's like,
Yeah, we
for
haven't
the
got any
haters.
merch yet. We haven't been sponsored. So, I mean, if you're trying to hook
That's
us
what, we
up,
can
you
make
know
it
what I
happen.
mean?
We can make
You
it
know what I
happen.
mean?
I got you guys. No,
Who
for
hurt
sure.
you?
Who hurt you? I got you.
Go get some merch.
And so back to what I was saying, like I literally told this guy, I was like, hey, I want to send you merch. This is my brand. This is what, I see a lot of people hating on you. Like when I say this dude's big, like he's probably like over 600, 700 pounds. And yeah, he's a big dude, but he's like always on live and always positive. And I was like, oh, I love that about that dude. Like that's dope for me to like, cause you'd never know what you're going to watch on fucking TikTok. It's
Yeah.
random. And then
Such a big platform, bro.
I was like getting ready to send this shit. And then he randomly writes me. He was like, hey, I hate to say this, but can I borrow a few bucks to eat? And I was like, that doesn't make sense. Like you're on live, you're consistent. I've been on live for 28 minutes and I got 180 bucks. And I didn't even ask for $1. It was just people, So imagine this guy that has, he's on live consistently. He's already a big dude, but I'm not saying like, oh, big dudes can't eat. It's just more the sense of like, I know he has money. Like there's money coming in because there's people that feel bad.
So he said instead of the merch, give me some money so I can. Get
Yeah,
something.
pretty much. He was just like, hey, you think you could like send me some money so I can eat and I'll pay you back? And I was like, it was like a red flag to me, if that makes sense.
That's
Like, it was
weird.
like-
Weird. That's
yeah,
fucking
so I was
weird.
like, oh, like, and all it turned into was like, oh, dude, I'm not gonna follow you anymore. Like, it's just like, because what I'm saying is that he probably saw me coming as a good person and he was trying to take advantage of that.
right.
That's
And he
shitty.
probably does that shit all the time. Because I could easily be on my live 24/7 and telling people, yo, send me $1. Like, let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, let's see how many dollars I can get. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, we'll joke around about it, or like if people do it on their birthdays, cash out. That's cool. Like, it's all right if you want to do that, but I'm not gonna be like, hey, please, please, please. Like,
Yeah, I feel
I'll
you.
work for my fucking
Yeah,
money.
it's,
yeah.
not- it's like don't be a broke bitch.
Yeah.
But long story short, did you send him any money?
No, I didn't. I was just like, no, man. I was like, I'm
Good
pretty sure
shit.
you're
You
good.
piece
I'm
of
pretty.
shit. I'm just playing.
No, I was like,
just
I'm
playing
pretty
with
sure.
you.
No, but I'm saying like one, he looks like he's eating too good. But two, it was just a sense of like, cause I've learned, like I said, like I've learned the TikTok and I've learned the algorithm and I learned everything. So I started seeing like every like 2-3 minutes I would watch, he would get like a random like cap on his head, like it was like an emoji cap, and I guess that means somebody sent more than $10. So I'm like, this motherfucker, like, you got money, bro. Like, people are sending him, and I'm talking about he has like over like 2,000-3,000 like on his live, so it's not,
damn.
I mean, I was on there less than 10 minutes and I saw that. So imagine, and he's every time. I bet you he's on live right now.
So question. I got a good question for you. So if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
30.
30. So how old are you when social media became like a real big thing? Like I'm talking about like when MySpace came out and all that.
I was in high school for MySpace. So MySpace was my first.
He's not like that old.
Social
Yeah, I
media.
know.
No, but I'm saying like MySpace
He's
was my
older than
first.
us. I'm 23.
Yeah,
So
MySpace was.
you're like ancient, bro.
I know,
I'm just
I know,
playing.
right?
I'm just playing.
No, I get it. No, MySpace was when I was in high school, and then it went to Facebook. I remember when Facebook was popping.
Bro, Facebook was popping for a minute, and
Facebook was more popping than MySpace and mine. The only thing that was different was you could put 10 people as your friends.
Hey, can I be honest?
Yeah.
I got banned from Twitter like a couple years ago.
Oh, shit.
So I just go on Facebook and talk my shit. And I got all the old moms liking my shit. I'm like, yeah.
I love that for you.
You know what I mean?
Twitter's crazy. But
Twitter's so
randomly,
opinionated.
like,
Twitter was
randomly
so
you
much
just be seeing fucking nipples and people fucking.
There's so much
I
porn on
didn't
Twitter.
even-
It's ridiculous.
I didn't even click that. Like, I didn't even search that shit.
No.
But
Dude, dead ass. That shit just
you don't
pops
even ask
up,
for
bro.
it, yeah.
That
You
shit
don't
just
ask
pops
for
up. The shit people be fucking liking and sharing.
Yeah.
Because it'll tell you, like, certain people like certain posts.
Yeah.
And it was like, damn, you're pretty fucking bold to just be liking that shit and making it pop on my timeline, you motherfucker.
Exactly.
Bro, I used to fucking love Twitter, bro.
No, it's
He talked a lot of
fun.
shit on Twitter.
No, that's good. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It just all matters on. I mean, I was talking my shit growing up too, so I still do. But I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. But I do miss Instagram. I miss like the raw Instagram, like before you had to buy sponsorships to be seen, and because I'm telling you, I remember 5 years ago when I was probably like at like 30, maybe less than 30,000, like 15,000 people would view my story. Or no, like when the stories first came out, like 15 to 20,000 would see my story. Now it's like less than 10 sometimes. Sometimes it'll be over 10. It just all matters where I'm at too. If I'm in Cali, it's like a whole different algorithm or a whole different like maps, I'm guessing. Because I mean, we
Do you ever get worried about that many people seeing your shit?
Nah, because I'm already out there on social media. People tell me like, oh, like they can go to your house and da 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 da, and I get it. It's understandable. I've actually had a female follow me after the club to my house.
No shit.
Yeah, because I was like, I noticed it. Like, this is when I was working in Lux downtown, and I noticed it. On I-17 in like Northern. I was like, this car's pretty close to me. Like, it's
She was
weird.
trying to go on Instagram live with you too?
I don't know what the fuck she was trying to do. For real.
She wanted you to follow her back, bro. That's
Yeah,
probably what
pretty
she
much.
wanted.
And then I pulled up to my house, and like I'm just very aware, like on my like street. You know, we all know each other, all the neighbors and everything. We all have bright ass lights when you pass by. And yeah, I got out, and she parked across the street, and I was like, "Fuck this!" I went inside. I told my pops, I was like, "Yo, like somebody's outside. Just have my bag just in case." I grabbed my gun, and I just full force just went straight to the car.
So did you
That's
smash?
ballsy.
Let's
So anyways, it was great head. No, but yeah, I was just like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And then she's like, "Oh my god!" Like she was like, "I thought I was." She said that she thought she was following her friend home.
Bullshit.
I'm like, bitch, nobody got a Corvette. I had a Corvette at the time. I know your friend doesn't have Lucky Lou in the back of her Corvette.
Lucky Lou was your license plate?
Yeah,
I like that.
It was Lucky Lou on my license plate, and I was like, hey, all due respect, like you got to get out of here. Like you kind of had to, because you don't know, like women. I'm not scared. Trust me, I'm a big motherfucker. Like I'm not scared of nobody in my eyes, but in reality, like you never know. Women are fucking crazy. Like really, I'm more scared of a
Everybody's fucking
female.
crazy, bro.
I'm more scared of a female than a dude, like dead ass, because if women could get away with anything. No offense to my women, but I'm just being honest. On top of that, it's like,
I agree, though.
yo, she could have been like, oh well, he invited me, and then like you could make up shit. I've literally had it all when it comes to like edits and everything. Some girl got pregnant by my fake profile at one time. He used all my pictures, and like, yeah, she literally was like, why do you have my man's photos on your page? I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Like, you're weird. And I was like, can you take this off? Yeah, she didn't even live here. She lived out of town. I've had somebody create a whole conversation, and then they text themselves, and then they change their number.
See, that's
to
just
mine.
doing too much, man.
No, I've had it all.
You know what I mean?
I've had it literally all, because I even told that girl the way that I because it was like a situation. She tried to get me caught up with the girl I was dating at the time, and I was like, yo, tell that girl to show you that number. Like, she shouldn't have a problem clicking where it says Luciano, and then the number is gonna pop up, and it was her number. Crazy bitch.
So did you fuck these crazy bitches?
Damn,
or what?
bro.
I fucked many crazy bitches. Yeah, I'm be the realest to say that, but nah, I didn't fuck those crazy bitches. Cause those to follow you home. What would you do if a girl followed you home from the club?
Fuck, man. Honestly, bro, I wouldn't.
He went into deep thought right there.
No, bro. Like he knows how observant I am, bro. Like as soon as I go, like I've always been like that ever since I was a kid. Like
Yeah.
I go in, I read the whole room. Like I always gotta have my back towards the wall. I'm very specific about everything.
I'll do the same here.
You know what I mean? Man, that's a good question, but yeah, I don't know what I would.
Because I was like, I mean, like I said, I was like, should I call the cops just to like have it on like report, just in case? You got to be, like I said, you got to be smart. But no, she left. I never seen her again. But I was just like, it's pretty creepy.
That is fucking.
I wanted to know why, like at least, like, hey, you know what? I just wanted, like, if she said,
What'd
hey,
she say? Oh yeah, she said she was for her friend.
She was like, I thought I was following my friend. I was like,
bullshit.
and she wasn't drunk either. That's the thing that was like fucking, because you could smell something right when they roll down their window. You could smell if there's alcohol or not. And
Now, do you think these bitches want you, or do they want the clout, or both?
I don't know. Because I mean, I wouldn't consider myself like crazy social media. Like, I mean, I'm on it consistently, but I wouldn't consider myself like, oh, I'm fucking social media famous. I don't. Like, people say, oh, it's 50. Maybe, like I said, there's some people that are like, well, I have 2,000 followers and you have 50. So, yeah, you are famous. But in reality, I mean, I don't look at it like that. I really...
That's my biggest thing right now is like when I started hanging around with Daria and all them, I had like less than 1,000 followers. So like, I look at it as a numbers game, honestly.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like I don't consider it like, oh, I'm popping. I'm just like, all right, cool. Like I added another person that can potentially help me as an entrepreneur, like grow.
And it's what I've, especially now lately. I shout out to Rob the Original, one of the dopest artists. He told me, he was like, because I was like, oh man, you don't follow, or I was like, you follow like a lot of people. I see you adding. He's like, yeah. He's like, if I meet somebody, which he meets so many people a day, he's like, if I know they can benefit me, it's not about using people. It's about they can benefit me, I can benefit them. He's like, why wouldn't I follow them? You know
it's all about relationships.
It's true, you know what I mean? And because I remember that when the apps were like, you could like see who unfollows you, and I'd be like, oh fuck them, and I'd unfollow them back, you know. Now
I remember that shit in high school. Yeah, it was like, hey, motherfucker, you got a problem with me? I've always been the type to go up and confront a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I get it because I tell people like
that's such little kid shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking back at it,
it was like a stage where you like, oh, I'm unfollowing you back too. Then, but like social media. Like I'm telling you, like I try to look for the people, especially now, like that I'm older and everything. Like, yo, how could this person help me? How can I help them? You know what I mean? Because you're gonna see, no offense to my women, it's not like where I'm saying I don't want to see it. Like, yeah, of course you love to see like a girl twerking and her ass is all out, but it's like there's so many of them you can see compared to somebody that's like, hey, I know a female that literally, shout out to the homegirl Priscilla that got me locked in for Baja Beach Fest. Like, she's like, yo, you're gonna be an influencer for it, and you're gonna get paid, and you're gonna get a stay, and you're gonna get tickets, and you're gonna get VIP to the after parties, and like, that's who you want to fucking meet. I'd rather meet this girl than 10 models, you know.
Yeah, you're not. I've always believed.
No offense to my models. I love you guys too.
I've always believed that your network is your net worth.
Fuck yeah.
Like just knowing the right people, because that was my biggest thing too for a long time before I actually started to like really make this something that can like make me money or like something 100%. That I can like do as a career. I always just kind of sat back and was like, damn, like I wonder how, like it's all about. I was all about just taking a step and like just meeting people. That's like I mean, I knew about Torres through Twitter because he was always talking shit, and I would see him posting dope shit.
I was low-key kind of Twitter famous for a bit because I used to make like DJ videos and shit, and they used to retweet them, the artists and shit.
That's dope.
Yeah. We actually went to rival high schools. We were best friends.
Yeah, literally. But I just saw him doing dope shit, and like I always showed love because I thought it was cool seeing someone like my age or like in my vicinity of like the town and shit actually doing some shit that they love and like making. Sure.
Bitch, don't act like I wasn't. I'm fucking with you.
I was like, dog. No, I didn't.
This is me at 23, I swear to God. I was exactly like you in 23, 24.
Yeah,
I'm cool. I'm humble.
I love it.
Fucking around. I am, bro. Listen, bro. I may be an asshole from time to time, but I got the biggest fucking heart, dog.
I believe you.
He does have a big heart. It's just sometimes I have to be like, bro, you can't be doing that. Sometimes I have to remind him, like, dog, don't say that. Don't do that to this person. Just relax. It's gonna be okay.
I'm cool.
But he is cool. He has a big heart. But yeah, that's how I met him, was through Twitter. And damn, you got me all fucked up. I don't even know where.
I'm sorry, I throw you off.
Yeah, it's so far off.
You'd love him.
But actually, going back to so yeah, I do love him though. That's my boy. George, going back to social media. So you started promoting around 22. That's when you started emceeing.
Yeah.
At what point was it where you really started? Like, because I'm sure you were still had your day job at the time.
Yeah.
So at what point was it where you started to see like that leveling up of like, okay, like now I can do the promoting full time, and then like just going on from there?
Probably 4 years deep into it. So 4 years ago, so I was 26 is when it really like hit me. Because the first 4 years, I'll just be the realist. I didn't care. Like I was just like, bitch. I call it bitches and bottles. Like I was just worried about the women and worried about popping bottles and looking cool. And I didn't really like take the time to even like sit down and learn game, or like, you know, when I would get invited to like certain events, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like I like literally in my head, I was like, I'm a fucking celebrity. Like I'm the dude on the mic. Like without me, this shit isn't gonna go. You know what I mean? I'm just being a very honest person. And then I started when Hennessy reached out to me. I think that's when I was like, wait a minute, I just got like locked in with Hennessy, like as an ambassador, and they were paying me and everything. And they were like, I was about to host I hosted a couple of events out of town, and I was like, oh shit, this is huge. Like if I were to stay consistent on this, I was like, maybe the next brand's gonna want to pick me up. And that's how it goes. Like basketball players, even artists, like they get these fucking brands. Like he's Drake, of course, but Like he's behind Nike. Like Nike's fucking huge. Like, you know.
He's buying Nike?
No, he's behind Nike.
Oh.
Like Nike and him. Like
I was like, that man got money. I didn't know he had money.
I can see it. I mean, I can see Drake doing it. Like,
I could see him being like a or like part owner just because he's so tied in with them.
Yeah. We'll get into that album next, so I'll talk about that right now. No, it's fine. But yeah, so like, yeah, for real. So when I was like 26, and like I said, it was more of a maturing stage, and then I started to realize like, yo, having hoes, I mean, I always tell people if you're under 26, 27, maybe 28, like, fucking be a hoe, be a whore, like, fucking. I'm not saying you have to fuck everybody, but you know what I mean, like, have fun. Like, I have like my young cousin is 21, he's like in a relationship. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, you guys are not going to end up together. Like, I don't care what you say. Like, I'm not saying I'm not going to allow it to happen, but I'm like, bro, you're going to call me maybe a couple years from now and say, this isn't worth it. But it works for some people. I don't know. Because, like I said, it just matters on your lifestyle, too. Like, so, I mean, I was in 3 relationships. None of them worked. No offense to my exes. I appreciate them all because I literally put them through shit. Like, one was, like, before I became a promoter, but we dated, like, a year after.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, I feel so bad. But I got to apologize to all 3 of them, you know. The middle one was like a bartender. I was a promoter, so that was cool. But it was just like, it turned into a petty thing. Like where we were mad. And it's like, oh, well, we would go in the same car to the event. And like, I would have girls at the table. Well, she would have guys at the bar. Like, oh, they're popping bottles over here. Like, you know. And they would just, you know, we would just be petty. Yeah, it was fucking crazy. And then the third one was just like 2 different lifestyles. You
said one of your girlfriends was a bartender. So question, do you think in the industry that we work in, do you think the relationship is going to last a lot longer if the female works in the industry or she works out of the industry?
I thought it would. Maybe, but then again, it's like I was immature. So I still cared for the attention from other women. So I was like still being like a little hoe and shit, cheating. I'll just be the realest to say that. Like I even told her. So I still cared about that. But it's easier to work with somebody it's easier to be with somebody that understands the lifestyle you live, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you're a DJ, you have to get a bottle girl. No, I'm not saying that. But in reality, a girl that works in the industry, she could be a hostess or she could be a GM. She's going to understand, like, hey, you know what? I know what this guy does, and I understand his schedule. I understand what he has to do to take his lifestyle to the next level, you know? So I think that's the biggest thing is finding somebody. And that's where I'm at right now. Because, like, I'm 30. I'm not saying I'm forcing myself to have a relationship. But, like, I want to make sure that I'm with somebody that I'm happy with. And then 2, it's like
it makes you better.
I'm gonna make sure, we level up, like fucking level up. Like I'm not saying she has to be richer than me or poorer than me, but it's like, yo, I want to level up. That's how you build an empire. That's what I've learned. That's what I've seen around me, like social media couples and you. I don't want to. I mean, if it happens, it happens. As far as like a YouTube couple, I guess you can say. But in reality, I just want to find somebody that we could level up with one another. You know.
So, question. Since we're on the topic of love right now, what's your definition of the word happiness? I feel like you're always going to be in fights or arguments because that person's you know you guys don't think alike. But I feel like happiness is just somebody that you literally with somebody, right? Happiness with somebody,
yeah. Happiness is somebody that you want to see, like for real. Like you want to see like somebody that you're excited to go do things with and explore with, and you know what I mean. And I think that's the best feeling because it's like me personally. I recently dated somebody that was out of town. And like I think it was the best thing for me because it's like we didn't see each other every day. So when we did see each other,
it was like that. I miss you.
Fuck, it was like a real like holy shit,
right?
Like, you know what I mean? So like my happiness was knowing that like yo, I'm gonna be with this girl. I'm gonna hang out with this girl. Like I'm gonna fucking even if it's just sitting down watching a movie. It's just the fact of like I knew
just their presence.
Somebody that's not there. You know what I mean?
And I feel like it goes back to that original saying. You really don't realize what you have until it's gone, right?
For sure.
So like I was talking to Glimpse earlier, for example, if we take everything for granted, human beings, right? It's just human nature, right? Whether that's we take our parents for granted every day, our jobs, we wake up healthy, whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's like, just like you said, when your girl was in a different state or whatever, you had like that urge, want to see her or whatever, right? Because you don't get it that often. So when you get it, you're going to cherish it more.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be like, let's say you want a beach house in Hawaii, right? And the first month you get there, you're gonna be like, all right, yeah, this is cool. I don't mind. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm happy here, right? I guarantee you after like 2 or 3 months, you're gonna be like, I kind of want to go somewhere else now. Like you get tired of seeing this. I shouldn't say tired of the same thing, but what I'm trying to say is the average human is never satisfied.
Nah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So like, I think that I miss you feeling is good. Personally, I'm somebody who likes my space. I'm not sure if you are too.
No,
but
for sure, yeah.
It just I think it brings some people closer together. You know what I mean?
100%. Because I'm a busy person, and that's what my biggest thing is. Like, I've always told girls, like, hey, before you hear, because you're gonna get a fucking text or you're gonna get a fake profile that who knows who it's from that's gonna talk shit on my name just because of the type of guy I was growing up. So I always like to tell, like, especially like the last couple of years, like, yo, this is the type of guy I was before. I just want to like warn you, you know, and this is what I do now. This is what I am doing, and I need my space. I need my time. You know what I mean? Oh shit, scared the fuck
Scared the shit out of you. Scared the shit out of me, bro. How to fucking mute this shit?
But and so what I'm getting at is the sense of like, you're right, like space and everything is huge to me. It really is, because I know I don't want a girl that's gonna call me like, hey, I need to see you right now, when I could be in like I could be doing this right now. And there's some people that are willing to be like, hey, you guys, sorry, like, let's wrap this up. I gotta go. I don't want to get in trouble. I do not want to live like walking on eggshells. Fuck that shit. Like,
or just feeling like the sense of guilt, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and it's not to put any of my exes on blast or anything, but there's one girl I dated that I wouldn't even travel because I knew she didn't trust me, and I'm like, fuck. So when I was with her, I didn't travel or I didn't get a network, and then when we broke up, I started to travel, started to network, and like that year of networking and traveling took me to fucking like not even the next level, like next 20 levels, like, and I'm grateful for that. That's what I've been doing for, like I said, the last year. Since June 15th of last year, I've done 33 flights. 33, and that's a lot. Like, if you think about it, 33 flights, and every time it was like, I think 2 of them were really truly
almost
vacations.
3 times a month. It's almost,
yeah.
Well, it's almost once a week, bro. It's only like 56 weeks in a year.
And it was, and like 2 of them were actual vacations, but the other ones were literally strictly like, yeah, I'm in the club scene, of course, but that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
But it was networking, it was meeting people, it was, you know, learning and all that stuff. So, and it's a good, and like I said, you just learn and then just put it in the capsule in your head and then go back home and then like, wow.
So more of the story, get with it or get lost, bitch.
Exactly.
And the next topic I want to ask you is when you decided to do MCing and promoting full time, how did your parents first take it? Because I know how some parents are when it comes to it. You know what I mean?
They because I was gonna be a firefighter and everything, and it was kind of like easy to let them know what's up because I got into a car accident, and so I had to get a procedure on my hip where I couldn't work for 8 months. So when the fire department heard, they were kind of like don't even come around right now. Like, and
it's already super tough to get in.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. No, I was already locked in. Like the owner of Lux, like the actual owner of Lux at the time, was a chief. Mm-hmm. So he's like, bro, I got you. He didn't know I wanted to be a firefighter for 2 years.
Really?
Because like he would come around and just give me a big hug. I was making him all this money and everything. This is when clubs were going crazy, like before COVID and all that. And then he was like, yo, I heard that you want to be a firefighter. He's like, what the fuck? I'm a chief. He was like, I can get you in. So too, of course. And then to the percentage that really work hard and are very, that deserve it. Which I was working my ass off. It's not like I didn't deserve it. I acted like I didn't know nobody. I acted like I didn't have like a hookup, And I already pretty much had a station and everything. And I was working as a scrub tech in surgery.
No shit.
Clubs. Yeah. Wow. I worked in surgery.
Right on.
So I worked 5 years at the hospital, 2 for transporter, 1 ER tech. And then I got an opportunity to be a surgical tech. I loved it, but I'm like I like to talk to people. So it sucked just fucking going into work, being cold as hell in surgery.
You can't talk to no one?
I mean, you talk to your
the
people, but like you want to talk to them like
you want to bullshit.
You want to bullshit with patients because transporting, I'm a fucking flirt. So like when I would take the patients back to the room, you had like, especially the Mexican families, you had like all the tias, the cousins and shit. You're like, hey, what's up?
He's like, yeah, I'm about to put your ass.
It's so fun. It's so fun having a flirty personality.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like, I mean, I know I have a flirty person, and it's not a bad thing. Like, just like if you have to be in this industry that we're in, you kind of have to have that flirty, like outgoing. But it's just so fun because like there's some people who just don't know how to act.
Yeah.
And so they get like all nervous and start blushing, or they just like smile awkward, and that's like the funniest shit in the world, bro. So funniest shit in the world.
But yeah, back to what I was saying, like with the whole hospital and everything. That's what in those 8 months I focused on my brain because I could literally for the first week I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't walk. Like my hip, the ligament tore like fully.
When?
2018.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
When you first started, Who Hurt You?
Yeah. Like pretty much like 6 months after I started Who Hurt You. And a drunk driver ran a red light, crashed into my Corvette. He was going 65, I was going 30. and it was a truck, so he fucked the
Damn.
whole shit up. Like I was fucked up. Like I had to use a walker, and then I was in the club for like a month or two with a cane, like a real pimp.
No shit. I was about to say.
I really had a cane, but it sucked because like I was like, fuck, I need to get back into the club. But what I'm getting is like those 8 months that I focused before I kind of healed fully. That's when I was like, I don't want to be a firefighter anymore. I just like lost the love for it, and I didn't want to be in the hospital because I was making already more than what I would have made as a firefighter for the first 4 years, because you don't get a raise until after 4 years. Right. And I was like, and of course it's deeper than money, but it's about like what you love to do. And I just really couldn't do anything but focus on the entertainment, focus on who hurt you. So that's why I was like, oh, this is it. And I explained to my parents, yo, I'm gonna make sure like I'm doing good, and I know I could take care of myself and all that. And so I was always smart with my spending anyway. So like I had a fat savings. So I was like, it just made sense. And then, like I said, when Hennessy picked me up, that was huge. My parents were really, really proud. And then they started seeing like social media people reach out to me and like, you know, became friends. And then I did a short film movie. So they were like, you just never know. That's why I love the life that we live. Well, I live personally, the entrepreneur, and like, it's fucking, you don't know, you know.
It's a beautiful life, bro.
Your parents were very supportive then, right?
Oh yeah, because it's like they told me, they were like, yo, like, you know what you're doing, and if we say, oh shit, you're stupid, you know, of course, being a firefighter have been 10 times more respected than saying, hey, I'm an MC at a club. But in reality, it's like, no offense to my people that got 9 to 5s, but it's just like I probably make way more. I was making more money, like I said, in the club scene than I was as a fucking surgical tech.
Right.
And that's like the next step is to become a surgical nurse. The next step is to become a fucking surgeon, pretty much, and anesthesiologist, all that shit. But like, I'm pretty much the second to highest before you start getting to the doctors and shit like that. Yeah. And I was like, I'm fucking partying.
Yeah.
And I'm making more.
because I know some parents would be like, you already got a good job. You can set up your retirement this way, because like in this game, there's no retirement. Like you got to get it how you live.
Oh yeah,
homie,
for
you
sure.
know what I mean?
If you don't work, you don't eat. And that was the biggest thing. That was the scariest thing. Especially when COVID hit. Like, shout out to who hurt you for real, because I didn't have no clubs. I mean, I saved my money and I told myself, don't touch none of your savings. You got to really push this brand, like, because that was like my only job. And I was like, and I made the most money.
No shit. I feel like a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people in the pandemic who really pushed content and really just pushed a lot of businesses in general made a lot of fucking money. No, like a lot of business made a lot of fucking money, even though shit was closed. And like, I mean, I know like there's a lot of like restaurants and shit that really were hurting, and like a lot of like just the night scene in general, you know,
closed down.
But like, bro, if you had anything that was like you could sell shit online or like any other business,
nobody was doing anything but at home.
Yeah, dude, people made so much fucking money. And then they're getting like
they were getting the checks and everything, so they were like, oh, like what is a $20 t-shirt? Like fuck it, like, you know what I mean? And then like that's where I'm telling you, I grew the most during COVID. Well, the 8 months, that's when I kind of knew transition to, oh, this is what I want to do, and this is like what I wanted to get into more. And that was in 2018. Now this is 2022. Like I'm kind of like, all right, the club scene, like I'd like
slow the fuck down to not.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like I don't want to say that. I got my like, like I said, shout out to Mario. Like I want the younger. I don't want to call them my kids, but I always do to them. I don't know why, but like my kids, like I want the 21, 22, 23, because it's a cycle. Like I'm 30, I'm not gonna go talk to a 21-year-old unless like you know me. Like I've had a 21-year-old girl come to me like, hey, my mom said like you're the fucking funnest to party with, and I was like,
oh fuck.
I was like, what do you mean by that? And then you got to think about it. I was 22 and I was going for the Cougars.
She was like, yeah, you're my dad.
Yeah. Imagine. Shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
bro.
I've had that. Like, and I was like, what the fuck? So in my eyes, and it's not old age is nothing but a number, but like, I just like, you know, I don't know 19, 18-year-olds, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, Mario's gonna know more than me, you know? I'm not saying he's talking to fucking 18-year-olds or 19-year-olds, but you know what I mean? He's gonna know the younger crowd, you know?
He's like damage control real quick.
All right? But yeah, so like, and then me, I was just more focused on like hosting outside of the city and state. And it's fucking blown me up even more, social media wise and networking and just everybody that I've met. It's fucking crazy. I brought him with me. You saw like the vibe. I love my city and state. I love everybody that comes to my events, and I'm gonna give them 110 every time I'm on the mic, even though I let Mario talk on the mic 90% and me 10. Like when I hosted in LA, it was called the Travesura party. I'm gonna go back next month if you want to go.
Gabe's all excited.
You guys come too.
Let me know.
Get us some DJs.
I'm down to just go to network. I'm down to go network.
Like 4 or 5 different DJs, huh? Yeah, I could probably do it. I got you guys. And bro, like, it went back to me being 25 on the mic. Like,
No
I
shit.
fucking gave them my all. I was like shirtless. I was fucking partying it up, and like it was a good feeling. And then I started getting more gigs, you know, because you don't know who's watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I got like more gigs in Riverside, and then I clicked up with these guys. Shout out to my boy Ali, Grubbs, Osk, and all them. Bada and OMJ. They throw it's called the OC Day Party, and it's fucking huge. Like one of their events from 4 p.m. till 10 makes like with bar and bottles like over $150,000.
Jesus.
Like they got $10,000 tables, $15,000 tables. Like
That's California money for you.
California money, yeah, exactly. That's why you can't like shit on us because it's like, oh, you guys like my boys laugh. They're like, bro, 2 bottles of Ciroc for 300. Like, what the fuck? Like over there, it's like $600-700. But
Yeah,
you know, it's a whole different lifestyle. Everything. I mean, they're like, yo, we want to go over there too.
Yeah, I agree.
They want to come over here to party. You know?
I have family originally from Santa Monica, so I'm from like LA County.
Yeah.
But I grew up out here. But like I go back and forth, especially as a kid, a lot.
Yeah.
And like whenever my family comes out here from LA, because they live in Santa Monica, and like LA is pricey as fuck, especially Santa Monica.
Fuck, yeah.
Santa Monica is a pricey fucking place to be in.
Yeah.
So they come out here, and like I remember, this is before I was 21, but we were at headquarters on P83.
Okay.
And they ordered like shots of like it was like Henny or something for everybody.
Yeah.
And it was like maybe like 10, like less than $10 a shot. And they're like, wait, how much? Well, and they gave them the price again, and they looked at each other like, yo, get doubles for everybody.
Yeah.
Cause like they find it surreal. They're like, how the fuck can you get a bottle of Ciroc here for like, $300?
Yeah.
Like out there, we're spending
Fucking crazy.
a stupid amount of money for like I guess I could just call it bottom level like liquor.
Yeah, the bottles that like you're not like
your base liquors.
Exactly.
You know?
And it just matters where you go too, because I know that there's one of my homegirls works at, I want to say it's called Planet House or Party House, Penthouse, and there's a fucking
That's a dope name.
It's like a $15,000 minimum.
Jesus.
The main table. 15,000. And then there's if you want, have you guys ever seen the girls that come out in the casket and shit like that?
Yeah.
You have to spend $20,000 in order for her to bring that shit out. But they stopped which I'd kind of be annoyed because they stopped the whole club for the music and everything. They do a whole show, which I mean, maybe some people like that. But if you're like trying to party and have a good time,
no, yeah, 100%.
I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, nobody want to see you bring an Ace of Spade bottle out of a casket. Like, who cares? But like I said, it's just different money out there, whether it's legit money or whether it's fucking celebrities. And because that's another thing, like I said, like bringing back to the whole like social media. Like I met literally every social media person, and if it's like a regular night for us, like they just go in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From the Murillo twins, I met them before, and then you guys brought them out, bro. Dope as fuck.
That was a fun night.
Dude, I think that was literally like your guys' best
Friday night there.
No person like
influencer so far / artist. I think so too. Honestly,
so.
Jenny was dope, but
Jenny 69, but I know she's lit. But I know the twins are.
The twins had it popping.
Let me say, bro. Like I wish I would have met the twins, but I didn't because I was DJing and like we're elevated right there. But I just saw how much fun they were having and engagement with the crowd.
And that's the biggest thing.
They didn't think that their shit didn't stink. So if they're gonna watch this, I just want to say salute to you girls.
Oh yeah, I'll make sure.
DJ Torres, straight up. I fuck with y'all.
Yeah, and they're both of their boyfriends are really cool. I keep in contact with both of them, and like I said, yeah, like that night because we were on a party bus and everything. It was random. Like it was like one of my homegirls was like, "Yo, come take an Uber from my spot and we're gonna go fucking get lit." I'm like, all right, and I didn't know it was them. I was like, oh shit, like this is cool, like hell yeah, let's party. And everybody in that group, there's not one person that I was like, oh, you always get that one, but everybody was a good time. The Aguilars they're another good couple that have a good time, and yeah, they're really good. That's why I personally, as far as being CEO of my company, I don't really like to book artists because I had that taste so many times.
Yeah, I mean I get that.
I just like, and I've seen Dario so many times. Every time there's a celebrity there, like all you guys, I'm sure, but like you just see. He's so stressed because you want it to be perfect, you know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck that shit. Like, it's dope to see it though. Like, you guys keep doing your thing. I see you guys were gonna bring Celebs Rose soon.
Yeah, we're
gonna come back later on or something like that. Family, I don't know.
We got. I don't know what it was, but unfortunately she couldn't make
She's
it.
dope as fuck too.
I have a lot of people that told me they really like her content, and I slowly started to watch it because I really didn't know who she was too much before, but then I started to see her TikTok, and you know how it is with iPhone, bro. You say one thing and then shit just starts popping up for them. So the minute the name Celebs Rose fucking came up in our conversations, that shit was on my fucking For You page.
Me and her had like a really good relationship. I'm just gonna be straight up. We were real cool. And then she started dating a girl, or like I guess she started dating somebody, and she like made her delete all of like guys, all the guys that she thought
No shit.
And I never, and I'm a very business person. Like, I'm very, very smart. Like, I don't go try fucking all these Instagram models and social media people, because it's like, I want to be able to work with them.
Yeah, you're about longevity.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, that just randomly happened. I was like, wow. Because we were cool. Crazy. Like, she was wearing my merch. Like, she posted me one time, and I think I, like, overnight got 2,000 to 3,000 followers.
That's
and
nuts.
They're legit. Like, her followers, like, love her. She could put her name on a piece of shit, and they're going to fucking buy it. Like, they love Celebs Rose.
Maybe that's why my Instagram was popping, because I posted the flyer when she was coming out, and I tagged her, and she shared it on her story, and I was like, fuck yeah. And I did get a lot of engagement on my profile, so probably from her.
I had no idea who she was. Like, sometimes, like, a lot of the influencers that we book, I have no idea who they are, but I go look on their Instagram, and they're fucking, like, millions of fucking followers and shit, man. It's fucking
crazy. They get it.
Like, the way they, because, of course, all of them vlog, and, like, just everything. Like, they show everything, and it's like, fuck, it's crazy how they do that shit. But they get paid. Like, I have friends that showed me, like, how much they've got off YouTube. That's what I always tell people. Even me, myself, I'm trying to vlog. Glimpse is trying to get me to fucking vlog. And I'm like, all right, cool. But I live in the moment so much that I can't.
I totally fucking agree with you. Because I told Glimpse, I was like, I'm going to start vlogging just because, like, I enjoy what I do. And I'm very grateful for the lifestyle I live. So, like, it'd be cool to just share that with, like, other people. Yeah. And, like, the minute I got a tripod for my crib, I got a halo light, I got a tripod to, like, take with me. I got it all. Yeah. And then I fucking went to vlog my first week. That was after I made, like, the Memorial Day recap. Okay. And then the next week I went to vlog. And I don't have any more memory in my fucking phone. Sorry, guys. So I can't. I'm literally like 2 gigs left. So I got to go get a new phone, upgrade my memory, do all of it. But, like, I am such a live in the now type person that, like, sometimes it's, like, annoying. Like, I shouldn't say annoying, but sometimes I'm like, fuck, man, I kind of just want to, like, enjoy this. Yeah. Versus, like, have to, like, take out my phone and record
everybody,
it.
hold on, don't take a shot. Wait.
Yeah. I'm just like, fuck it. Like, let's just go for it.
I start off strong. Like, I mean, I start off hella strong. Like, hey, I'm about to go travel, or I'm about to go do this, and then, like, I just fucking forget.
Damn. Well,
I feel like living in the moment is, I feel like that's kind of dying out. It's just because, like you said, we all just can't take a shot without somebody trying to pull out their phone and shit. It's like, what are you trying to stunt for? The social media, or you just trying to do it to have a good time? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, salute to all my, like, social media, because, like I said, I've created friendship with them. It started off as business, now it's friendship. Yeah. And I went to, shout out to the Aguilars. I went to their, and this is probably the most lit kids party I've ever been to in my life. It was the daughter's first birthday. But when they were getting ready to take shots, I was the only one without a camera. Every single one, like professional cameras. So I was like,
oh, I bet.
And they all vlog, and, like, I get it though, because they get paid. Like I said, if you got paid, you would do it too. You know, maybe I have to see that little bit of money, then I'll probably be on it. But in reality,
it's always a little more motivating.
Just like, bro, I'm living in the moment.
Yeah. Well, we just hit our hour. He just texted, our producer Chaos just texted. We hit the 1 hour mark.
Get the fuck off.
We had a good conversation. We talked about it a lot. I liked it. But before we do our little outro, man, let the people know let the camera know, so that people know what's something you're excited about, like your next business move, where they can get your merch, where they can find you on social medias.
Yeah. I mean, of course, doing everything I do in the city. Opening up a restaurant. I'm not going to tell you guys the name or what I'm serving, but I'm opening up a restaurant, and it's my restaurant. It's no business partners or anything, so that's exciting.
That's cool.
Congrats, brother.
That should be opening once all the legal shit goes through. That should be opening. It could open, who knows, in like 3 weeks, man. Maybe.
No shit.
It's going to be before August. For sure before August. So this summer, a restaurant's opening. It's going to be dope. It's going to be a place, I will say this, it's going to be a place in downtown Phoenix. Nice. And Fridays and Saturdays are going to be open till 4 a.m.
Oh, hell yeah. Now we got a spot to go eat after the clubs.
To eat, yeah. Hosting outside of the city, like I said, a lot. It's really cool. Shout out to everybody from California booking me. I'm going to be in another short film movie. Super excited about that. We're going to start filming in August. The brand, Who Hurt You? I mean, I officially... shout out to my boy in Cali. I officially am going to hand Who Hurt You over to somebody that loves clothing and designing and shit like that and knows how to run and market. So I'm excited because I know that's going to scale like crazy. Yeah, because I've seen his brand fucking, like, I'm talking about like over 300 orders in 1 week.
Jesus.
So I'm like, can't wait for him to do that with mine. So, Luciano Knows Best, Who Hurt You, and just appreciate you guys again.
Of course, man. Shout out to the boy Luciano for coming through and getting this pod going. Yeah. We're gonna put all of the links to his social medias in the description. So as usual, like the video, leave a comment for how you think Luciano did, because technically he was my lab rat for this new setup. For this new setup. No, I'm just playing.
Love it.
Like, dude, this is literally like this is our 4th episode, and this is our 4th different fucking setup.
No, that's dope. That's how it is, bro. I'm on my 7th episode for my podcast, and like, I kind of took like a month off, but I'm about to get back onto it.
Nice.
But it's exciting. It's fun.
It is a lot of fun.
You don't know what you want to ask on.
He's very
study it, and then you'll be like,
he's very organized. Like I want to go over topics. I'm just like, fuck that. Let's just
I'm telling you, bro. I'm like you. Like I'll talk about something, and then I'll go to 10 different fucking stories, and then we'll go back to that.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, that's how it was. But it's all good. It was a good conversation. Shout out to the boy Luciano, DJ Torres, DJ SOUTHPAW. This is the Big Sexy Podcast. Thank you guys for watching. And this will be uploaded 7:30 p.m. every Friday. So I'm excited to get this into the editing room and get it going and post it for y'all.
Drop your socials real quick. Let them know where they can find you.
Social Security.
I know. Social Security number. No.
911, motherfuckers.
So you guys can find us on Instagram at DJ SOUTHPAW, at DJ Torres Music. You can also find him on Instagram at LucianoKnowsBest. And then make sure to follow the Big Sexy Podcast Instagram at the Big Sexy Pod. We'll put all of the like our TikToks, our Snapchats, all that stuff in the description below for you guys.
Your OnlyFans too.
Yeah, and his OnlyFans.
I should make one.
Fuck it, do it. Why not?
I should do it.
Hey, you can make a bag, bro. That's another business venture.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, you got bitches following you home and shit, but I mean, that shit might make you some more money, dog.
She could be your first fucking first video.
You know what? We should get that bitch on the podcast.
We should. I don't even know who that girl is.
Do your research.
If you see this, I know you're probably watching this, because if you follow the home, you're probably watching this. Let us know so we can get you on the pod and see why you really wanted to follow Luciano home. Let's find out the $1 million question.
Hey, you know what? This year, men are gonna know their worth. 2022, baby. You know what I mean?
2022.
We going up.
Let's go,
Kings.
But we'll catch you guys later. Peace.